special night to get rid of this problem for you.
Oh, hold on a second. Right now, my heart is fluttering. Like, yeah, give me a few minutes. So I'm gonna talk to you totally off like this investigation. Literally, like I want to go crazy and like kill everybody in the room.
Do
Like,
you know why?
Slaughter. Stop everybody looking at me.
Okay. And you need to leave.
Normally, I would start this podcast. I would introduce my guest, which was going to be psychic Dana Elise. We would talk about our investigation and I would show you clips. This investigation went a little different. It's now a week later. Both of us are just kind of now recovering from this investigation. I'm going to show you what happened and I'll explain a little bit on the way. I just want to make sure that everybody understands that when you do these investigations, stuff like this can happen. You're not always going to go out there and say, oh, look, you know, I caught a shadow and then just go home. There are some real repercussions to doing this, and you're going to see a little bit of what can happen.
Alexis, so I'm here today as a medium to try to help figure out why there's entities around you that aren't wanted. So can you tell me a little bit about your experience and when you started to notice this around you?
Let's see. I mean, things have been going on here since I was a kid. There was a little boy that I used to talk to. Eventually he faded away and things were quiet. Recently, oh gosh, there's so many different things. Laying in bed, I feel hot hands on my back. Literally, it feels like my skin is just almost like melting. There's no more. Voices at night, multiple conversations, but I can't understand anything. It's all in tongues. Just different feelings. I have seen shadows following me. Everywhere in the house. Everywhere. Gosh, there's so many things I can't even think of them all, honestly. Smells, sulfur, and not just here, it follows me. Friends' houses, my car, everywhere.
Okay. And so one of the things I have to ask you about is before meeting you here today, I have this vision of you sitting on a floor doing spell work. Definitely more of like a black magic spell. Is that something that you partake in?
I did once. Dabbled.
You dabbled, okay. And did you notice after that point if there was an increase in that type of activity? If you could think back to it.
Actually, there wasn't. It's always been kind of steady. It picked up probably, I want to say, 6 months to a year before that. I noticed a little bit more.
Okay.
But since doing that, nothing spiked or peaked or anything like that.
Okay. And so, do you recall what may have, if there was like an event or something that may have happened about 6 months to a year ago that, or before that spell that could have initiated this relationship with these entities?
That I can think of, no. There was something afterwards, probably almost about a year after that happened, on Shades of Death Road, actually, and Clinton Road.
Okay.
Which was the first time I actually smelt the sulfur and everything in my vehicle, and I swear that I felt like it passed through me. I felt disgusting, dirty, felt so violated. I blacked out for like 5 minutes worth of driving time. Just sitting there, just suddenly at the end of the road, like, this is a 12-minute road, what happened?
Wow. And so those experiences, Clinton Road, and what was the other one?
Shades of Death.
Shades of Death. Those were haunted places that you were going to explore?
Just to visit and see if anything. Clinton Road, there's a story of a little boy in a bridge where if you go at midnight and you throw a penny off the bridge, it'll throw one back at you.
Little boy, if you're down there, toss it back. I do hear something over there. What was that?
You had an experience where there was a spirit box on, and your name was called out by this entity.
I was told to get out as well. Very forcefully.
So where were you and what were you doing?
I was actually at Oddfellows in Chester.
And what is Oddfellows?
It was a antique and oddity shop. They had a lot of haunted stuff. They had so much cool stuff. But they did investigations, paranormal investigations. So I had gone and I was doing one. And there was, I don't even know what object it came from. If it was an object or just a being. But there was one spot, and anytime I would walk in it, I would freeze and just instant anxiety. And at one point, I don't even remember what we asked it, but it did. It just called my name and told me to get out. And
Wow.
So I did. I went back.
Pretty
but I did.
direct.
A little bit.
Okay, so I actually do have here.
Actually, I'm still trying to set up that camera, but why don't we put the spirit box on and see if anything wants to come through.
We'll use the spirit box to ask questions directly to this entity. So Alexis, since you're most connected to this entity, do you feel comfortable asking questions? Seeing why?
I don't even know what to ask besides, who are you?
Yeah, I would start with a name, try to identify who it is.
Where did you come from? Okay, so if you're comfortable with it, one of the things I can do here is open myself up in your room, in this space, in your home, and see if there's something I can pick up on using my mediumship to try to get a better idea of what's going on in here, that what's going on with your energy, what's going on in this home, that you've been having these visitations from negative entities. And in addition to that, if you're comfortable, I can also work, you'd basically just sit down and I would sort of do a meditation near your third eye and try to visually see, because I can see the colors of chakras, see what's going on in your spiritual energy center, just to see, and if there is any type of dark entity there, clearly in your energy, I can do my best to remove it.
Oh, hold on a second. Right now, like, my heart is fluttering, like over in this head. It won't actually stop. It's flutter, flutter, flutter.
That's what happens if you want to leave the room, because you'll feel better if you leave the room.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah, this is, I don't like the way this feels. And I'm sweating too. Yeah, give me a few minutes.
So that's definitely, like, as he said that, I could feel, I won't have to check on him, but I know once he leaves the room, he'll be okay. Because even before I got here, that, like, those heart flutters, that's something that, I'm not used to this. Now you're used to it. You've been around it. It's like your body's acclimated to this. But yet you're getting sick. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but this is what can happen. And this is why I think it's really important for us to make this to make tonight a special night to get rid of this problem for you. The other thing I want to say is when you're doing... Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you feel better out there?
Nope.
No?
Nope. So I'm going to talk to you totally off like this investigation. Something's happening right now where I feel like I'm about to go crazy and hurt everybody in this house. Like, I'm not joking at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do right now because I don't have anxiety anymore and this is bad.
Okay. Your mood is already starting to be affected. So this is because you're really sensitive, and so what you need to do is inhale and exhale and know that that's not you.
Okay. If this is what this thing is feeling in here, then I don't know what we should really be doing because this is rough. He's angry, or it's angry.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll breathe it out. You guys can.
What else do you feel like?
Literally, like I want to go crazy and like kill everybody in the room.
Do
Like,
you know why?
Slaughter. I'm just angry. Just angry. I can't feel a reason. I'm just angry. Like I don't want any. Oh, I don't want anybody looking at me. I just said. Like stop everybody looking at me.
Okay. We're only looking at you because as much as you like Alexis, we like Alexis too. And you need to leave.
This is ridiculous. Alright, I'm gonna sit down and try to breathe this out while you guys.
So I'm just gonna get one pen.
Okay. At this point, I don't remember this. I remember working on the computer. I remember having heart flutters. And then I kind of remember hearing commotion, people asking if I was okay. And then I was at the computer again.
Kitchen counter with my sage and whatever else. And when I went back, I didn't see it, so I thought, did I leave it in my car? But I know I put it there. It's not in my car. It's gone.
I didn't see you walk in or anything.
I did. I left them.
I saw the bowls.
Yeah. I had it in there.
So where it's not here anywhere, you're saying?
No. It's like
You're
it
saying
vanished.
they took it. Oh,
It vanished. Take a deep breath. Feel very safe and open. And all I'm doing right now is sort of getting into your third eye chakra to see what I can see through your spiritual eye. Okay? So right now I'm going to welcome and bring forth any energy, entities, protective or not. We want to connect with the entity that's causing some problems right now and making himself known in several ways. So I'm going to start connecting with you.
watching over here, I have the room mapped out. So as you see right now, she's behind Alexis and the camera's mapping out Alexis. On this one it just shows me so that I can see what's going on. If something else appears in the room, it'll map them out with a skeleton, like a stick figure. So we're gonna keep on. I already had some type of attachment, I guess, come inside or take over me. I'm feeling okay now. It's released, but it was bad. I felt like I was losing control, so I think we're all right now. I'm just gonna keep watching and see what happens.
Okay. You can take a deep breath. Okay. How do you feel? Simple. Simple? Yeah. Is that different than how you felt before?
Yes.
Good. Okay. So you can come off the stool now. You don't have to sit there anymore. So what basically just happened was I used my energy and hands around your energy, and it was very hard for me to connect at first. But once I got in there, I could feel this a little bit of a dullness around your third eye. And the dullness indicates like grays and blacks, and those things are like magnets for energy entities that are vibrating at a very low level, the things we don't want in our lives. So I worked on clearing that out and redirecting it to that moment that we have. And it was very hard.
So they're both sitting on the bed, as you can see.
But once I got in there,
Dana's on the right, Alexis is on the left.
this little bit of a dullness.
You can see them sitting there.
Around your third eye.
I'm just waiting to see if anything picks up or gets mapped out.
Those things are moving forward, coming from you from the inside out, staying true to yourself, true to your essence, and kind of staying.
Alexis actually has a tall person mapped out right next to her on our right hand side.
Right here.
Standing right there.
So what we're gonna do is ask to
What you're seeing. This is Alexis sitting here. This tall guy just mapped out and appeared as they were talking. And it actually looks like he's touching her.
Okay. Do you feel vibration? Okay. Does it feel negative or does it feel positive? Feel like that heavy anger. Okay.
actually reversed. Dana, whatever it is standing behind you,
Okay.
and it's towering you.
Okay. So that's okay.
And it had its hand on your shoulder, not hers.
Okay. That's okay.
Whatever it
That
is,
makes me feel better.
actually, whatever it is literally starting to fade away.
Yeah.
It's losing its shape now.
I'm letting this spirit guide know that it's time to go.
Yeah.
Thank you for being
I'm
here.
watching it melt away.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. I'm very grateful for this bone that we used, because whatever life that belonged to at one point, you know, we were able to use that for some type of, hopefully some type of healing for you too. So I'm going to be really curious to see if you notice any type of difference, or if you know, just feel a little bit lighter, you know, and I hope you start feeling better soon.
Well, I was going to finish with the other thing, but do you want to let her stay like this first and see if she notices it without it, or?
Oh yeah, because we can,
Because I can, I mean, did you read what I sent you?
with
Did you get it, the Hape?
Yes.
I mean, that's for like completely releasing attachments, negative entities,
Yeah,
everything.
I mean, if you're open to it, we should. So I haven't done that, but if you know,
I'll administer it. Oh, 100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Because of all the things that happened and the negative attachments that came out, I wanted to offer Alexis a cleansing ceremony. It's something that I can do. It can release negative attachments, negative entities. It helps ground. It helps realign the chakras. I asked her if she was interested in doing something like that. She was. And then we can show you the clip of her results afterwards.
All right. So Alexis, how are you feeling after that?
So much lighter.
Really?
The weight lifted.
You feel like a weight has been lifted? Good.
It's like I can actually breathe easy for the first time in a long time.
Wow. That's amazing. And what does that Hape make you feel like? Did you how sick did you get from it?
Not as bad as I thought I would. But let me tell you, every time it felt great. It really did. Every time. Like,
Throw up or
Yeah.
heave. It's amazing, right?
it felt so much better every time. Even not much came out.
Yep.
But the slightest bit was just
I'm telling you,
another weight.
Yep.
Just lifted one by one.
it's amazing. Anybody who watches me knows that I have a team of protectors. They've showed themselves before. I've had different psychics, see them. Dana herself has seen my wolf pack. She's seen the people that are with me. Somehow this thing managed to get through. And it took a couple days to get it out. I feel great now. I should have taken it a little bit more serious. Normally I'll have crystals, I'll set an intention before I go, I'll surround myself with a white light. I really kind of wasn't, you do this so often, sometimes you forget that when someone says, can you come take care of a demon, demons are not, the guy running the good humor truck. they're scary. And I learned a little humility and respect this time around. I want you guys to keep that in mind when you do your investigations, that this stuff can happen. And if you do get an attachment, or if you have a negative energy and you're not sure what to do with it, contact me. You can find the information through YouTube, through Instagram, through Facebook, my website. I check every message I get, I check every email, and if we can help, we'd like to help you. Until next time, stay safe.